Good morning. I'm going to continue to generate the 4th of July video, but honestly, it's almost a week later, but I will try to catch up. I have had some vacation and car problems and such, so there just wasn't time. So, what are we going to do today? I was thinking about continuing on using Rust for OpenBSD low level things. I have earlier done device drivers and changed an internal module inside the OpenBSD kernel. Today I thought that we were going to try to replace the boot manager, or well, the boot, what do you call it? The boot block. No, it's a secondary boot block. Slash boot, it's called. So let's start here. New. I ought to know this, but it has been decades since I was in this code base. Well, in that part of this. Okay, you see, immediately Fable 5 safeguards flag this message. I should probably have cleared the... Yeah, I should probably have cleared the history first, because I don't think this is triggering it, but I had the earlier history where I know it triggered. Yes, it's called stand, of course. sys/stand. And I realize I messed up in my prompt. It is not bias. So I will, first of all, I want to restart this. I will actually do a new session, I think. That will be a starting point. Sorry for that. We'll make a new session. Here it is. We will minimize there. I guess you want a slightly bigger font. Like that. Sorry. Okay, I had to prepare a bit there by telling. It took a while of single thread assessment before it started. Nice because it consumes tokens quite much faster. It says it has 18 agents. You can look at it. Meanwhile, oh well, first we. Oh yeah. And it actually uses Fable 5 for all the sub agents here. Will it do that even in the next Fable 5? Yes. And Fable 5. Interesting. Earlier, when I have done this with Opus, it spawns very often Sonnet. However, I think assessment and planning, it sort of uses the high-end models. So this I haven't seen before. It says queued, or the build system, which probably means that I'm limited to 8 agents in parallel. Yeah, seeing things like soft raid crypto, I realized that the boot utility is a bit more complex than it first looks. So this will surely be several entries in the daily. Is this noticeable? Suddenly it looks like some things are done. I actually should rename. Have I used this kind of color before? Well, perhaps. The kernel contract has been running for over 12 minutes. It says 13 out of 8. Has it started on? Yes, it has. Interesting. I didn't know that these phases were parallel. Interesting. I'm reading about the prior art here on using Rust for bootloaders. People have been doing this, so I'm not first. Okay, verify various. It's actually interesting to go into the assessments uh, thought process. Slash boot is the one who enters 64-bit mode. Earlier, the kernel was the part that entered 64-bit mode, and boot handed over 32-bit mode environment. Yay! So we are closing in. There's one claim left. There's the Rust toolchain feasibility part and the build system here, of course. And now that's done as well. So it's just is that claim. Boot reads a random seed and passes in. Interesting. I like this. Claim things and the verifier corrects it and you get to know more about. So now it's just a feasibility thing and then it will generate the synthesize agent swarm. After this assessment is done, I will surely break the current video because this and how is the token usage looking like? 14%. Wow, I see here it's 3,500 lines that it has to synthesize. It was not the smallest project that I envisioned. And basically, this assessment uses, I think it will stop at about 15% of 20x max count. And wall clock time, I guess, I don't know when this finishes, but let's say it finishes within 5 minutes. Now wall clock time is about 40 minutes since I started this session, I guess. And we have not yet run into a block. That is security guardrails kicking in, which is a big problem with the Fable 5 model. The false positives. It has spawned new agents. Oh, interesting. Okay, there are were gaps found. So we'll read what the outcome is. Decidedly non-trivial and the difficulties uneven. Mode switching assembly is hard. Kernel handoff ABI, which is fragile. Pack struct compilation. And hard size budgets. Okay, those are hard parts. And the completeness critic. Hmm. Hmm. So apparently some agents are compiling things for verification of the tool chain, I guess. And that is what takes time. One gap is done. Okay, it's rediscovering how VMD can be helpful in testing the outcome of the project. Well, soon this project will have consumed 50% of the 5 hours. Oops. Okay, one more. Right. So 50% has passed with just this one query, really. And almost a fifth of my week's allocation of Fable. And I have not used it an hour yet. Okay, finally. Let's see what it writes about this. Okay, the result is large, so let me extract. Okay. Or I could enlarge it this way. Yeah, then we get to see the full picture. So let's see. Project's feasible, two servers already retired, blah blah blah. Yeah, it has already. Interesting. 1990. Okay. So he wants me to do EFI first, but I really don't use EFI booting. But well, let's see. I don't know if you have read it through. It's clearly uh, it's feasible anyway, and it has some things to look out for here and there. And they say that soft trade has a bug or some bugs, and it wonders if we should replicate the bugs in the re-implementation. Anyway, I think we're done here for today. So bye bye.